Hey, I'm Shereem Herndon-Brown, President, CEO of Strategic Admissions Advice. And right now we're in the college admission season. If you've been following me for a while, you understand that the college process has three particular seasons. There's the college search process or season, the college application process season, and then there's the admission season. The admission season when students are hearing back from colleges and pretty much deciding where they're going to go. So they've looked for schools, they've applied to them, now they're getting in, hopefully, and hopefully they have choices. And at this time, 12th graders are getting into schools and hopefully their families are happy, but I have to admit that we are at a time in our country that there's a lot of confusion around education, about funding for education, and there's somewhat of a chaos, a confusion about college admission in particular that I want to at least propose some kind of clarity, right? Ultimately, Strategic Admissions Advice will offer solutions for families, but today I want to make sure that you know that we are focusing on how we can best support families as they navigate this process. And I honestly believe that this public service announcement is really about four key things that you're always going to need for the college application admission search process. You're going to need this. You're always going to need a list. It's very, very important that I emphasize that you need a balanced list. A list that focuses on cost, location, possible major, and possible career. I can't say that enough, that it all starts with a list. Applying to the right schools for the right reasons will help you and your child to navigate this process successfully. The second thing that your kid needs is an essay. Once upon a long time ago, I wrote a personal statement for college. You may have as well if you went to college. And the essay is still an critical piece because it helps colleges to understand what a student is about, what's important to them, what do they value. So when you have a list and then you have an essay, you feel like you have some momentum towards having any kind of control in this process. You're able to at least write about the lived experience of the child in a 650-word essay for the common application, but you're able to kind of harness that energy and hopefully it serve the student well in the process. So the list, the essay, and then there's the story. What is the student's story? How do their activities and recommendations, their summer activities, and yes, their essay or their supplemental essays, how does that all help a college to understand the whole person, the whole student? So while the personal essay comes from the student 100%, in the heart, the supplemental essays can come from the head. How did they contribute to different areas of life and different constituencies possibly? What do their recommendations say about them? So the list, the essay, and then the story are the things that you want to be focusing on. And then the last one is the strategy. You want to make sure that the list, the essay, the story, and the strategy all line up. And what is a strategy? A strategy is understanding that there are certain programs that may be available to your child at a certain college that you want to consider because it aligns with their strengths and their interests. It may be looking at a school. A strategy could be looking at a school that you may not have previously considered because you didn't know about them or because they have something within your child's gifting, their major, their interests, their talents that could be exceptional. So as you're going through this process, please understand that there is confusion and chaos right now, but Strategic Admissions Advice, Shereem Herndon-Brown is committed to helping families to navigate this, focusing on the list, focusing on the essay, supporting students in building a story, and supporting a strategy. Once we have less, L.E.S.S, I honestly believe that we're going to have more, okay? Please check us out at strategicadmissionsadvice.com. We'd love to connect with you and help you and your family navigate this college admissions process.